Good morning, my dear students. Come to our next class in chapter dimension. Previous class we discussed that what are the classification for the dimensions. Now we will start the principles of homogeneity. What is the principles of homogeneity? Principle of homogeneity is that in an equation, for example, if we write an equation A equal to B plus C, then principles of homogeneity says that whatever be the dimension of A equal to the dimension of B plus the dimension of C when in an equation. So in an equation, the left hand side dimension and the right hand side dimensions will be same. Then we can say the dimension, that means the equations are dimensionally correct. Here some of the example is being mentioned. For example, here mentioned usage of the dimension in equations where you are using number one mentioned to convert units of one system into unit of the other system. That means we are converting CGS unit for the SI unit or the SI unit of the CGS unit. For example, here a unit, for example, is mentioned equal to given that N1 U1 equal to N2 U2, where N is any number, for example 10, 12, like this number, and E1, U2 is the unit, for example meter or centimeter. Okay, so N1 and N2 are the numerical values, that is 10, 20, 30, that works, and E1 and E2 are the unit, that is meter, centimeter, kg, that thing. Now, definitely we can write like in this way, P equal to N1 U1, or we can write P equal to N2 U2, like in this way we can write. Let it be, it's given that as we all know, the dimension depend upon only these three factors: mass, length and time. Okay, let it be here the numerical value like 10, 20, anything. So I am not putting the numerical value, but the unit I am putting, let it be, it depend upon mass. Here I am giving E1, so it is M1, then L1, T1. I don't know what be its unit. Only I am writing that is M1, L1, T1 in all three factors. It depends. And its power is given like of that A. For example, it is given A. Okay. So this equation we can write like in this way that N1, as it is given in the book, that is M1A, L1A, T1A. So what I am doing, I am taking one equations whose have the numerical value, whose have the unit. Now these equations I can write separately like in this way. N1 is the numerical value, that means 10, 20, there is no unit, that is there is no dimension. Unit, it's have the dimension because it depends upon mass, length and time. Let I am taking, it depend upon mass, length and time, both all this. And its power I am taking A and A, all their power is A. And similarly, if I go for these equations, so P equal to I can write like into 2 I am taking, so it is N2 to the power B, L2 to the power B and T to the power B. Okay. Now as we can write P is equal to this one, P is equal to this one, so I can write N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2 I can write. That means I am writing N2 U2 is equal to N1 U1. Now N2 is equal to what? N1 into U1 by U2. Write this one, N1, U1 equal to what? U1 equal to, I am writing that value, that is N1 equal to what? N1 U1 equal to these ones. So one just write another line here. Write the line, value of the N2 U2, what is the value of the N2 U2? These ones, that means this one, that is N2 to the power B, L2 to the power B, T2 to the power B, equal to N1, M1 to the power A, L1 to the power A and T1 to the power A. So I can write, go for the division into equal to N1, these ones, M1 to the power A, L1 to the power A, T1 to the power A, divide by M2 to the power B, L2 to the power B, T2 to the power B. So I can write like this one. Now, so these equations they are taking, here I am taking B, but they are taking A. That means both are the same. So if there is different unit, then I will, if we go that one, then it is given for the plus. I am going for directly. So I can write like these ones. M2 equal to M1 by M2 going upward, that means A minus B I can write. Next I am going for the L1 by L2 to the power A minus B. T1 by T2 is taking A minus B. Like in this way I am doing. Or what will be the given if both the unit is being A, that means M1 to the power A, M2 to the power A, then I can write M1 by M2 to the power A. For the same unit, for the difference I can do in this way. But if it is same, for example, if there is also A, what is mentioned in the book, then this one is being A, this one A, it is also A. So this is A, this is A, this is also A. Then it is not A by A. Then it is M1 by M2 to the power. That means if any number 2 to the power square, 3 to the power square, then what we write? 2 by 3 to the power square. Okay, similarly it is M1 by M2 to the power A, L1 by L2 to the power A, T1 by T2 to the power A. In this way we can represent. That is the first point is mentioned. Second point, to check the correction of the equations. Any equations I am writing, and after that I will look that unit is being saved or not. This is mentioned in the second point. So any equations I am writing here, what is given, that kinetic is energy is equal to potential energy, that is mentioned. That means half m square equal to, I am writing mgh. What I have to look? I have to check that whatever be the unit dimension in the left hand side and dimension of the right hand side is being same or not. If it is same, then the dimensionally the formula is correct. If it is not, then the dimensional the formula is wrong. Now here m means mass, v means velocity. Velocity, that means displacement by time. M means mass, that means its unit is m. V means velocity, that means displacement by time. That is displacement by time. So displacement means here distance, that means L. Time means t. It is the dimensions. So m v square, its dimension is m, and this side L by t is square. That means m L square 1 by t square. That means 2 to the power minus 2. So I am writing 2 to the power minus 2. It is the unit of the left hand side, half m square. Okay. What is m and m square to the power minus 2? Now mgh. M means mass, g means gravity, acceleration due to gravity. That means acceleration due to gravity means acceleration. What is acceleration? G means here acceleration. Acceleration means velocity by time. What is velocity? Displacement by time. That means displacement by time, and here another time. That means displacement by time square. So displacement by time square. Displacement it is L. Time square, that means t square. So these equations I can write like in this way. And g means its height. Height means its length. That means L. So the unit is m. This L and this L. That means power 1. This is power 1. That means 1 plus 1. That is 2. That is L to the power 2. Don't go for L into L. 1 into 1. Power all the time added. Okay, not multiply. So this one, that is L to the power 2, and t inverse 2. You can see ml square to the power minus 2, ml square to the power minus 2. Half is a constant value. It's no unit. Okay, there is no dimension also. That means you can see the left hand side dimension and the right hand side dimension are same, which is mentioned at the point number 2. And in point number 3 mentioned, we establish the relation among the various physical quantities. Okay, establish the relations to the various physical quantities. What are the relations we will establish? We will establish the relation, that is time period. Time period equal to 2 pi root over L by G. We will find out these relations. So let, for example, let time period depend upon mass. We know that it not depend upon mass, but we know all the three quantities: mass, length, and time. So we'll think that, and you can say that we can take that it depends upon mass, it depends upon length, it depends upon time. After the equation, if it is not depend, then we will say it not depend upon mass. Okay. So T is equal to 2 pi root over L by G. From here you can see that mass term is not there, so we will say it's not depend. But to prove the equation, we have to take all the three quantities: mass, length, and time. All the three quantities we have to take. After the at the last, if it is not coming, the mass value is not coming, then only we will say it not depend. Okay. So at first I am taking that time period is also depend upon mass. So time period is directly proportional to mass, directly proportional to the length, and directly proportional to the gravity. Directly proportional mass it is square or mass it is cube, mass to the power 4 we don't know. That means I am taking to the power A, length to the power B, gravity to the power C, because we don't know what be the here 2, 3, 4, what be the value we don't know. That's why I am taking it's A, B or C. Okay. Now T equal to, as you know, proportionality, if we go for the equality, we have to multiply with the constant. So T equal to K m to the power A, L to the power B, G to the power C. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to find out the value of A, B, C. Now how we will find out the value of A, B and C? Look to the next page, it's been mentioned. Time, its unit, as I can see dimension, it is T. K is a constant, so there is no dimension, constant K. M means its mass. What is the dimension of mass? Mass it is dimension is M, so to the power A. L means length, its dimension is L, so L to the power B. G means gravity. Gravity, now only we just proved what is the dimension of the gravity. That means acceleration, velocity by time, displacement by time, that means displacement by time square. That means L to the power minus 2, it is the dimension of acceleration, so it is to the power C. Now these ones we can write like in this way, that in this case of the time there is not a fact depend upon mass, so that means mass to the power 0. Length there is not depend, that is to the power 0. Time is depend, that is 1, nothing there, that means 1. M to the power 0, that means 1. Any number, for example 2 to the power 0 equal to 1. Okay, A to the power 0, that means also 1. It is a mathematical formula in math. So that means I am taking not depend, that means I am taking M to the power 0, L to the power 0, T to the power 1. Because we have to take all the three quantities, remember, all the three: mass, length and time. So these ones. After that, K is a constant, then M to the power, I can write M to the power A, and I am taking a single bracket, L to the power B, and here L to the power C, that means L to the power B plus C. L to the power B plus C. Don't multiply B into C because power all the time negative. So L to the power B plus C, and B to the power D is minus 2 and this C, that means to the power 2C. This power definitely it will be added. So I am saying for the 1 L1 and L3, then it is go for the L to the power 1 plus 3. This one. But if it is 3, it is square, then definitely it will be L to the power 6. Okay, so these ones. Now you can look M to the power 0 and M to the power A. That means M and N is equal. That means power definitely it will be equal. That means A equal to 0. Similarly, B plus C is equal to 0. That means B equal to minus C. And you can see minus 2C equal to here 1. That means C equal to minus 1 by 2. So if C is equal to minus 1 by 2, then B is equal to minus and this minus 1 by 2. That means B equal to plus half. Now what be the value is coming? Put here. That means T is equal to K constant. What M to the power, what is the power? A to the power 0. That means N to the power 0. L to the power what? I am writing a little bit down. That is T is equal to M to the power 0. K there, a constant is also there. K, N to the power 0. L to the power B. What is the value of B? Half. G to the power 6. That means minus half. So something to the power 0, that means 1, that means k into 1, l to the power half, 2 to the power half, that means root over 2. So l to the power half, that means root over l. 2 to the power minus half, that means 1 by root 2. Similarly, g to the power minus half, that means 1 by root g. So I can write here l root over of l by g. So you can see the formula t equal to a constant k root over l by g. That k constant, its value is 2 pi. So in this way we can solve all the equations. Okay. So we can find out. Similarly, it is mentioned the frequency of the straight string, same way it is doing. So one just look that one. And at last I am coming to the limitation of the dimensionals. I am doing these things. So is every time this dimension formula is being valid everywhere? No, there are some particular field there. There these dimensions analysis are not valid. What are the place? The place are first one mentioned. By in this method, the value, that means the constant 2, 3, 4, this constant dimension we can find. The constant value of the numerical value dimension we can find. So this one is the problem. Second problem is mentioned the physical quantities which depends upon mass, length, and that means m, l, and t, which depend upon mass, length, and time. We can easily find every dimension. But the quantities which depend upon mass, length, and time, and other anything, then this quantity dimension we can't find. Only whose depend upon these three things we can find out their dimension, that is mass, length, and time. But if any quantity is there who depend upon not only these three quantity, more than these three quantity, their dimension we can find. So this is the problem. Next ones, any that means trigonometrical term like of the sine theta, cos theta, their dimension we can't find. So there is a problem. And last is mentioned dimension formula may not represent a unique physical quantities. I can't say only that it work done in dimension only these ones, because whatever be the dimension for the work, the dimension for the torque is also same. So it is not unique, it varies also. So these are the problem for the dimension analysis. So till that only these things there in the chapter. So I request you to one just read that chapter. Still if you have any doubt, you can inbox me. Okay. Thank you for that.